This is a driver's dream, the new BMW X3.
For a limited time, lease an 07 BMW X3 SAV from BMW of Towson for just $400 a month.
BMW of Towson, putting more people in BMWs than anyone. Now, it's your turn.
For NASCAR drivers, blocking is a way to stay ahead of the pack. For me, blocking is how I stay a step ahead of frequent heartburn. Prilosec OTC blocks heartburn before it even begins with 1 pill a day, so I can enjoy my day and my evening without worrying about frequent heartburn kicking up. Zero heartburn for 24 hours with 1 pill a day. That's my Prilosec OTC.
A BMW of Towson Memorial Day Sales Marathon. Now through Memorial Day, drive a BMW 328i for just $328 a month, including zero charge maintenance.
BMW of Towson, putting more people in BMWs than anyone. Now, it's your turn.
I get my TV, internet, and phone from Verizon. They really get what everyone in my house needs.
I get tons of channels, so there's always a movie on I want to watch.
I can call everybody to thank them for the shower gifts and not worry about the cost.
Planning my vacation is so easy.
Whatever you do, Verizon has you covered. You get reliable phone service, high-speed internet, and even digital quality TV. All on one bill for $99.99 a month for 1 year.
Sending pictures of the kids is a no-brainer with my high-speed internet.
I can destroy all my opponents.
Call 1-888-265-1522 to get it all for $99.99 a month. All with a kind of reliability you can only get from Verizon. Plus, when you call 1-888-265-1522 today, ask how you can get a free DirecTV DVR upgrade.
I can call my friends all over the place and brag about my bargains.
Verizon. It's the network.
The miniature killer revealed, and one CSI becomes the last victim. My God. CSI, the season finale tonight.
From the Bob Barker Studio, CBS is celebrating my 50 years in television. Come on down, let's party.
Tonight from the Bob Barker Studio at CBS Television City in Hollywood, a special show celebrating Bob Barker's 50 years in television. Nicole Saxon, come on down. Noah Treadway, come on down. Peter Landis, come on down. And Robert Berry, come on down. You are the first 4 contestants to celebrate Bob Barker's 50 years in television. And now, here is the man who's been entertaining America for 50 wonderful years, Bob Barker!
Welcome to CBS's celebration of my 50 years in television. I thank you, folks. Here is the first item up for bids on our show.
It's a trip to beautiful Hawaii. You and a guest will fly a round-trip coach from Los Angeles to Honolulu, Hawaii.
First national show, Truth or Consequences, we put contestants through all sorts of shenanigans including some weird and hilarious races.
America's #1 television fun game, Truth or Consequences.
We are going to have a sack race.
You step into this fire, pull it up, you step into this fire, and go on down the line.
You'll put just one pancake on your pancake turner. You'll flip it over this crossbar here, one pancake at a time, just like that.
Move popcorn into the container in the time allotted. Oh, there's one thing. You can't use anything but your teeth to carry it with.
All right, now we have the racers all lined up here at the starting line.
I hope I win that.
Here we go. On your marks, get set, go. Go.
Go. Start right now. Into the tire. Come on, hurry up.
Go! Look at her go!
Take it over there. Dump it into the container. Come on.
Picking up the plate with two hands, only one hand. Go on around there. Come on, pass him up. Come on, Mr. Solomon has been lapped. Come on. Here we go.
Audience, do you remember Bonanza? A top-rated Western a few years ago? Well, check me out as a Cowboy Romeo on Bonanza.
In Virginia City, they have what they call the Girls Protective Association. When little Joe comes into town, all those mamas go into action.
Why, little Joe, I had no idea.
Miss Connie, would you care to meet some of my friends?
Yes, I'd love to.
Oh, Connie,
Rick, who will it be?
Bob, it's going to be Zelene Peniston. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Here she comes. High fives all the way. Come on down to the vacant spot in contestant's row. Right here you are. That's fine. What is the next item up for bids, please?
It's a new computer system.
Now it is my genuine pleasure to introduce a gentleman who has been very supportive and considerate throughout my years on CBS. Please welcome the President and CEO of the CBS Corporation, Mr. Leslie Moonves. Welcome, Les.
Thank you, Bob. This is a great celebration, but at the same time, it's a rather sad day for everybody at CBS. I've been at CBS for 12 years, and for the last 6 or 7 years, Bob and I would meet once a year. We'd meet more than that, but I'd say, Bob, please, one more year. And he'd always say yes, until this year when he said, I think this is it. It was a very sad day for me. You know, we knew this day was coming eventually, but it still doesn't make us feel any better. Every morning I drive in.
This is a wonderful reaction to your remarks. All right, please. Give him a chance. Maybe he's going to make me some fantastic offer before he's through. No. I was only kidding.
Anything you want, Bob.
No,
right. You know, every morning I drive into this lot, and the first thing that greets me are all the wonderful fans that you have, like the ones and they're here for one reason, and that's because of you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It is impossible to put into words the meaning that you have had for this network, for me personally, and everybody at CBS. Your wit, your charm, your class, This stage will never be the same. On behalf of everybody at the CBS Television Network, my sincerest and honest thanks to a great man. You are a legend, and I will always be proud to have worked with you.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for being the fine gentleman you've been over the years. Les Moonves, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I was asked the other day if there was something about Bob Barker that no one knows. And I thought, and I thought, and I finally admitted, probably the fact that he's really pretty dull. My dream as a little boy was to pitch for the St. Louis Cardinals, but I didn't because of a total lack of talent. Well, I got my first job in radio, when I was still in college. My wife and I had been married. I'd been a naval aviator, and when I got my wings, we got married. I wrote local news, and I did a sportscast. But finally, I did what I'm doing right now. I did an audience participation show. And my wife heard that. She said, Barker, that's what you should do. You did that better than you've ever done anything else. She didn't say I was good. She said I did it better than I'd ever done anything else. Well, I was born married. We had our first date November 17th, 1939. We were in high school, and we went to hear Ella Fitzgerald. We fell in love. We eventually ended up out here in California, and she produced my radio shows. One of the most fortunate things in my life was the fact that Ralph Edwards came into my life. He had sold Truth or Consequences as a daytime show on NBC. He heard me doing my audience participation radio show. He liked my work, called me, and that he would like to talk about me becoming the host of the show. He said, when would it be convenient for you to meet with me? I said, Mr. Edwards, I can be over there in 15 minutes. I'm on my way.
Remember this name. You're going to be hearing a lot about him. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Barker.
And then on December 21st, 1956, at 5 minutes past 12 noon, Ralph Edwards called me, and he told me that I was to be the host of Truth or Consequences.
Hiya, kid. Limber? All set? Let's see. Yep, he's ready. Relax.
We did Truth or Consequences live. We did it first from the NBC studio at Sunset and Vine. Then we did it at the old El Capitan Theater. Eventually, we were one of the first shows to go to color, at which time we went out to Burbank.
Well, until next time, this is Bob Barker saying, why don't I get more money? Goodbye, everybody.
Mark Goodson had seen me on Truth or Consequences, and he liked my work. This was to be a network show, The Price is Right. And he told me he'd like to have me host it. I met with him, and he told me what he had planned. And he said, what do you think, Bob? And I said, I think it'll work. He said, I do too. I think we'll get a long run out of this.
And now here's the star of the new Price is Right, Bob Barker.
The show was a hit from day one. 35 years ago, it was a hit with people of all ages. The college kids do love The Price is Right. It has become a cult thing. Many of them are splendid contestants, but beyond that, they give such energy to the studio. I love it. Both Dorothy Jo and I had always loved animals. As children, we loved animals. However, she was ahead of her time. She stopped wearing fur coats. She stopped wearing leather, became a vegetarian.
Bob Barker.
I was doing the Miss USA and the Miss Universe pageants, and both of them awarded fur coats as prizes. I talked with the producers and tried to dissuade them. And finally, in 1987, they assured me that next year, 1988, there would be no fur coats. And so I went to Albuquerque, New Mexico to do the Miss USA pageant. I was appalled to learn that the swimsuit contestants were going to make their entrances wearing fur coats over their swimsuits. So I went to the producer and I said I could not be on the stage with these young women in fur coats because I had gone all over the country speaking out against fur. And the best thing that could possibly happen happened. It leaked to the press. It became front page news across the country.
Our aim is to make every man or woman who wears a fur coat in public embarrassed for having done so. And to have
Fur coats on a show like this would have been a tragedy. They called this the fur flag, and it was great publicity for the anti-fur campaign. The next year, the pageants decided they were not going to give up the furs, and so I resigned from both shows, and that was Fur Flat 2, and we got more publicity. Fur sales began to go down then, and they have continued to go down, I might add.
Fur is murder! Don't wear fur!
I've been asked why I've chosen to retire right now. In December of last year, I became 83 years old, and I want to retire while I'm still young. I feel humble. I really do. I count my blessings to think that this has happened to me. To have allowed me to come into their homes for 50 years. I am so grateful, and I say so at every opportunity.
$179. Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Good night, everybody.
This is Rich Field speaking for The Price is Right, a Mark Goodson television production.
A new episode of CSI is on its way. CBS next.
CBS Sunday, winner of 4 Academy Awards.
He's a good man to have in your corner.
Including Best Actress Hilary Swank.
I got nobody but you, Frankie.
Best Director Clint Eastwood.
I just want to keep her with me.
Best Supporting Actor Morgan Freeman.
You got a fight I don't know about.
And Best Movie of the Year, $1 Million Baby. Network premiere CBS Sunday.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on seatbelt violations. Buckle up day and night or expect a ticket. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live, they'll be on the lookout. Cops write tickets to save lives. Click it for ticket.
Giving me chocolates the day after Valentine's Day.
I won't do that again.
Slamming on the brakes after you pass the speed trap.
Buying a lottery ticket after the big drawing.
Checking the expiration date on the milk after I've already put it on my cereal. Ooh.
Wait too long to change your oil and you could get your car into trouble too. 1 million Maryland customers a year drive into Jiffy Lube for regular oil changes. You should too. Buy one Jiffy Lube signature service oil change featuring Pennzoil and get the next one free. See store for details.
Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration is on now with the biggest Toyota selection in history. Check out the fuel-efficient Prius or the stylish Camry. Lease Camry for $199 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Or take $500 cash back on LE models. Or lease a fuel-stingy Corolla for $169 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Or get $750 cash back. It's Toyota's 50th anniversary, but with great deals, you're the one getting the gifts. Bay Bridge accident. The dramatic 911 tapes at 11.
Behind the scenes of tonight's CSI with William Peterson tomorrow on The Early Show.